Completed our entire table. Isn't it beautiful? I'd like to show you just a few tips on how to use some of the features. If you order a table cover that's version 12B, that's a 12-foot table cover starting at 10 inches in, then when you're rolling out fabric for panels, you don't need to consider hem allowance when you're thinking about your measure. For example, if I needed a 60-inch panel length, I could start it here at -8 inches for a 4-inch double fold hem, roll my fabric out, fold the bottom up to 4 inches, end up to 0, press, and then work on my cut length at the other end with the bottom of the hem already being at 0. Another thing I like to use on this table is this end section here. It's very helpful in cutting Roman shades or draping swags. In the case of cutting a Roman shade, your fabric can be laid out like a panel so that whatever your hem dimension at the bottom is, let's say you want a 5-inch double fold, I can line the cut edge up to this cut line here, to the -10 marking. Oops, I should square that off. And then fold it to 0, and then again, so the bottom fold is at 0. And of course I would press. But we can use this 0 marking and the way it's numbered out to the sides to get a cut width that's perfectly square for a Roman shade. Now as I cut my width, I can focus on these markings at the end of the table. You have a 0 marking, and out 1 inch on either side, you see the 2, another inch on either side of that, you see the 4. This way we don't have to do any math when we do our cut width. Let's say I have a cut width of 36 inches. I could move out to the 36-inch marking on either side and simply begin my cut. Surface comes in quite handy when using the end of the table to drape swags. I like to line up to the 0 marking, the center of the swag pattern. This swag pattern was created using the Park Hill swag system, and it has these finger tabs. It's a real time saver in the workroom. And you can use the end of the table just by pinning into it, holding up each tab so you can see how your swag will drape before you actually sew all your pieces together. That pinnable underlayment makes all the difference in the use of your cutting table. This worked out to about a 25-inch wide swag, and if I do some nice dressing with it, voila! I can check my placement, make sure everything's okay. I could check the drop length and go ahead and make the rest of my pieces.